After you've been using RomanCart for a while, you're going to have a whole load of contacts on your customer relationship manager. Now, these might be customers or they might be prospects, but one of the things that you're going to want to do is to communicate regularly with those groups of people. And you might want to tell them about the latest special offers you've got, or you might just want to send them nice, friendly information to remind them that you're still there. And so the easiest way of doing that is using the RomanCart schedule emailer, and you can see the schedule email screen in front of us here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You'll see there's a few links on there. There's create new email, configure, and create tracked hyperlinks to use in emails. If you just, to begin with, just click on the configure link. There's a couple of things we need set up in here, and this will affect all scheduled emails that you send. And so, what email address would you like the email shot to appear has come from? So this needs to be kind of like your customer support email address. Basically what it means is when a customer receives an email from you, when they click on the reply button on the email, or a prospect obviously, or any contact, when they click on the reply button on their email, where do you want their reply to be sent to? So you, as I say, you want it to be some kind of sort of customer support email address. And most email addresses show like a friendly name for that email, so just put the name there. For example, here we've got RomanCart support. So if I just click on back. Now the next thing you can do, it's a really cool system because you can track hyperlinks in your email. In other words, if you've got a whole load of links in your email linking to different offers on your site or different pieces of information, you can review the emails after they've been sent, and RomanCart will show you how many times each link in the email was clicked on, which is really useful to help you design future emails and just to see what people are looking at in your emails and what people are interested in. So it's really useful. So to do that, you click on the create tracked hyperlinks to use an emails link, and we'll just create a link here. So let's just call it, click on add new link, and I'll just call it my link. And in this case, we'll just put it to, right, I'm just going to put it to our home page, but in your case, you want that to be going to some sort of special offer page or something like that. So if I click on add new link, that gets added to the list of links there. We've just got one there, but you can edit those and delete those. And if I click on back, now we can create an email now. So if I click on create new email, okay, and so subject, let's put RomanCart special offer, and now HTML email. So HTML emails are just like a web page, basically. Yeah, you can just write any HTML in there, and it will appear in the same way a web page appears. Now, if you've got any images you want to appear in your email, then you want to upload those to your server and remotely reference them from the HTML. And you can also provide a text version of the email. In other words, so that when some customers have browsers that they've kind of configured not to show HTML emails because of sort of spam reasons and things like that, and they might only see the text version of the email. So as a kind of backup, you can do a text version of the email as well in the box underneath. So we're just going to do an HTML email for this. So if I just do the simplest possible HTML web page, in fact, I'm just going to put some stuff in. So click. And we called it my link, so let's put my link there. So you just put this text there instead of the URL that you would normally put in for a URL. You just put exclamation mark link colon and then the name of your link and then an exclamation mark at the end to details of the special offer. I'll just put some breaks in there. These are like returns. Okay, so and now there's a couple of preset links up here. Click here to access the store, and this uses the target URL, which I'll show you how you set that in a second. It's a kind of like a sort of special tracked link, and also you definitely want to put the link on there to allow them to delist. Okay, so and that's that link there. I'll just copy that from up there. You can do the same. There we go. So let's just close that. And as I mentioned before, you could put a text version of the email in there as well. I'm not going to bother, but it's worth doing that as well. So if I just click on Save Changes, you'll see. So by default, when you save a scheduled email, it's going to be scheduled for the following day at 10 a.m. So it's not going to suddenly send it, but it will schedule it for the next day at 10 a.m. So if you're just testing this stuff here, bear that in mind. So don't accidentally send an email to all your contacts, because like by default it does, it defaults to all contacts. Now bear in mind that doesn't include imported contacts, so that's just all RomanCart generated contacts. So there's so at the moment today's the 24th of November, so it's scheduled for the 25th of November at 10 a.m. It's 10:38 in the morning on the 24th, so I'm going to schedule this for 11 o'clock. Now the target, as I mentioned in the email, it's got the target URL, so you can put in where you want that to go to there. Again, I'm just going to put our home page, and that's essentially it. So I'm sending this to all contacts. It's going to go in 20 minutes time, and if they click on the target URL in there, they'll be taken there. And also I added an additional tracked hyperlink as well. So if I just click on save changes, that will save that. Now there's a couple of links here. Edit, you can edit the email before it's sent. If I click on view, a pop-up window will appear showing the email, and this shows a very basic sort of email, but you get the picture. So we've got click here to view details of a special offer, click here to access the store, click here to unsubscribe from our mailing list. If I just close that, clicks. If you click on clicks, this is what I was mentioning before. This shows the tracked hyperlinks in there. So this is our first tracked link, and it shows that it's not been clicked on at all. There. And if I click on test, this will send a test email to the email address that you set up on Tools, Options, Marketing tab, and I'll show you that now. In fact, this is a really good idea as well, because it's where you can set up what's called the marketing seed. So if I go Tools, Options, Marketing, there's some interesting options on here that you want to set up. The first one is ask if customer wants to opt out of mailing list on the checkout page. Yeah, you want to tick that, because obviously you want to give them the chance to opt out of receiving emails from you. And the marketing seed. So this is what's used to test the emails. So you just want to enter an email address there and the details of the name, and that's so that when you test the email, it's sent to you just like as if it was in the same way that it's sent to the customers or the contacts they're emailing it to. So you get a kind of a carbon copy of what they're getting. So if we go back to the email scheduler screen. So the test version of that email has now arrived. If I just bring that up, then you can see the email exactly as we set up, and it's got RomanCart supports the from address there with the email address in brackets afterwards. And this is using Microsoft Outlook. Clearly, on different email clients, it might look slightly different, but you'll get this kind of general idea. And then it's to Joe Soap, which is the name of our marketing seed, with the subject RomanCart special offer. So that's as we expected. If you test the email and it's not what you wanted, then of course you can click on the edit icon there, and you can change the email. Click on save changes, and then you could test it again. But don't forget when you've got it scheduled to be sent, because for example this is going to go in a quarter of an hour's time now, and so you want to make sure you might want to adjust that into the future while you're modifying it and changing it, so that it doesn't accidentally get sent to all of your contacts when it's not ready. Okay, so the scheduled email has now arrived, and if I just bring that up here, you can see that we've got it says John Doe. That's the name of our contact that it's been sent to, and it's from RomanCart support at romancart.com, and we've got all the details in there. If I just refresh the page we've got up here, then you can see here we go. So now it's been sent. So obviously you can't change the date that it's going to be sent. And it shows a count of 1. We've just got 1 contact on this cart for demo purposes. It shows that it's been read, because obviously I just read it. No one's responded to it. No one's been delisted, and the response and the delist comes from clicking on the link to access the store and also the unsubscribe list. If I click here to view details of the special offer, this should bring up our home page. Okay, that's the home page there. And if I go back, then now you can view clicks. So if I click on clicks, because I just clicked on that link, you can see now it says it shows the email. It shows that there's 1 click on it because I just clicked on it. If I was to click on that again, it would increment that. It's not per email. It's every time it's clicked, the number goes up, no matter if that particular recipient has clicked on it before. So then if I just cancel out of that, so that's it really. And so you can I can click here to access the store. If I do that, then that uses the target URL as we saw before. That brings that up there, and so if I refresh this, the responded will go up to 1. There we go. And also you can delist by clicking on click here to unsubscribe from our mailing list. If I click there, it says you've been removed from the email list. If I just refresh this screen here, then you'll see delisted one. So what we've got here is we sent one email, one of them was read, one of them was responded, which means they clicked on the target link in there. Delisted, they decided to unsubscribe from any further mailings. There's the target URL there. And if we click on the clicks link there, then that shows that top link was clicked on once. And just one other thing as well, if we move to the customer relationship manager, you can see the contact there, and the EP column there, which is email permission, is now set to N for no. So that's set to no, showing that they won't receive any further emails from you. And you can also click on the CH icon there, that's contact history, and that will show you all of the history that you've had with this particular contact. And it goes into detail, like when you sent a scheduled email to them, it's got the subject of the email on the right hand side, when they read it, so it's really useful, and also obviously details about when they've purchased from you in the past as well. It's really useful having this kind of information, particularly if you kind of have a conversation with them and that kind of thing, because you can really see your history with them, which can be really useful. So if we just go back, marketing, email marketing, schedule emails, back to the schedule emails screen, then so that's really where it happens. This is where you can set up the scheduled emails, and you really want to do that because obviously keeping in contact with your clients is great. You remind them that you're still there, and hopefully you can use that to increase sales.